Hello. I I just want to do a playthrough of Hollow Knight and Steel Soul because it's one of the few remaining achievements I have, and I just thought, it'd be a cool thing to record and post, 'cause I don't really know what I'm doing, so I think a Let's Play of Hollow Knight would be pretty cool. I mean, not really a you know what I mean. So I'm probably gonna post few videos about it, maybe every other day. I don't know. Haven't really figured it out yet, so yeah. I really like all the destructible objects in the game, just because, it's just fun to break things. And I mean, you know, if they weren't there, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I mean, I couldn't do things like that, but still, I don't know. I just find it really satisfying to break like the blocks and such, and block break, like the doors and such, and see all the particles. It's very nice. I want to talk about something here, but I'm struggling to think of anything because, it's King's Pass. There's not really much to talk about here. I guess, the introduction to pogoing there is pretty cool. And Fury of the Fallen is a great charm. Especially, for like ascended bosses, particularly Ascended Radiance. But overall, there's just not much here, which is to be expected. I mean, it's the tutorial area, but me. I'm curious, what everybody else's opinion on Chapter 5 is, because personally, I enjoyed it a lot. I think it was, like, gameplay-wise, one of the best chapters. There was just so much new stuff there, and it, like, two new soul modes in the same chapter is just crazy to me. Like, purple is whatever, doesn't really matter that much. I mean, it does. It absolutely does, but like it's not it it's nothing compared to orange, cuz like purple was pre-established, but orange is just completely new, and I think it's really nice that we got an entire new soul mode. We got the 2D thing. It just had everything in it. It was so cool to see, and it was just peak. It was peak. But I feel like there's a lot of people that just don't like it, and I don't personally understand why. it also maybe it's like all the fan service in it, because there was a lot of Undertale references. There was they said the world revolving a lot. Ooh, Jevil. Ooh. But it just I just don't understand why people don't like it. Also, I find it funny that like almost everybody hate like just begrudgingly likes Flowery by the end of the chapter. It's just funny to me for no reason at all. I mean, I don't like he's not my favorite character, but I understand where he's coming from, and I can sympathize with him. I think that's good. I don't know. I'm just mad about what he did to Rouse, because like he did not need to shove him in a closet. He also didn't need to put the hat back. Like, he just I don't know. Oh shit. I gotta focus for a moment. Okay. Also, do I even need to mention that the graphics look so nice? Like, I usually don't care about the graphics, but the chapter was just so beautiful. Especially the cliffs area. And the music, as always, was amazing. I really like the battle theme. I can't pronounce the first word in it, but you know what I mean. It's probably just because I'm a sucker for the violin. Another song that I really like that has the violin in a prominent role is Beyond Reasoning from Dead Cells, which I think is kind of underrated, but then again, Dead Cells isn't like a popular game or anything, so it makes sense that not that many people know about it. But like, I was looking for Dead Cells remixes, and I found a total of one, which, one not including the ones made by Valmont, because if I'm correct, isn't he the guy who made the soundtrack in the first place? Like, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. I don't remember though. Yeah, Dead Cells should get more coverage, at least music-wise. Because I think it's got a really good soundtrack. I should probably put on the Fury of the Fallen. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be very useful because since I'm playing Steel Soul, I'm not willing to stay at 1 health. Because, I'm scared. I'm a coward. Oh, I can't do the shade skip here. Fun little story. was doing a Steel Soul run, and I tried to do the Shade Skip there, forgetting I was in a Steel Soul run, and I just died. It was kind of embarrassing, even though no one else was around, but, you know, yep, that was that, though. Damn it. Oh, man. There we go. So, can I just talk for a minute about how this game just looks amazing? Sure, it's an old game, but it still looks really nice for a game that's, I forget, is it 9 years old or 10 years old? Regardless, that doesn't really matter because my statement still remains true. Because it is such a good looking game. You know, I just realized I probably have to put a chapter 5 spoiler in the title. Just because that's still new, and if people were to click on this, they probably wouldn't expect chapter 5 spoilers, so I know it'll probably get like one less view or something, but still gotta do it, because I don't want to be the person that accidentally spoils someone on chapter 5. Because that would just be that would just be sad. Like, just imagine coming for a Let's Play of Steel Soul, and then you just get chapter 5 spoiled. Without warning. That would... If I were in that situation, I would be really sad. I mean, I'd probably be less sad than most people, because I'm not, I'm not that into stories usually, story of a game usually. But, you know, I prioritize gameplay over story. But if I don't want something spoiled and then I just randomly get it spoiled, I obviously wouldn't be happy about it. Also, speaking of stories in video games, I like stories in video games, but I really don't. It's not even that I don't like games like this, but I can't really play games that prioritize story over the gameplay. My friend got me to play Outer Wilds, and like, I'm sure the story's great. I don't know the story because I didn't finish playing it, but I didn't enjoy the gameplay, and I can't stick it through for a story. You know, if I wanted a story, I would read a book or watch a movie. And I get with books and movies, you don't get that interaction element you can get with games, but if I can't enjoy the gameplay of a game, no matter how good the story is, I just can't do it. And like, it's just, I really did, like, I was nervous going into this game. I knew it was a 3D game, I knew it was a puzzle game, and that was it. And that was really far out of the range of games that I've played. And so I was kind of nervous that I just wasn't gonna like it. And, you know, lo and behold, it was not my favorite game. and I just never really got anywhere. I also played multiplayer, and they told me to install the multiplayer mod so we could play together. I didn't really have the best time with it. We'll just leave it at that. 'Cause I don't want to get into anything. Like, it was just, I just didn't feel good about it. Nothing bad happened, I just felt insulted, you know? But yeah, that and just the fact that I didn't really mesh with the gameplay that well just kind of drove me away from the game, and now I just don't really want to play it. And, you know, it's sad, because my friend really wanted to see me play this. Like, he asked me to do it for, like, months. And, you know, it wasn't for me. I think that's okay. But I don't know, man. I don't know, it's just... I'm almost sad about it, just because, you know... I really wanted to do it just because he wanted me to. Then, you know, I didn't have fun with it. Now I feel really bad. Because he still wants me to play it. And I just have not had the heart to tell my friend that I don't really want to play it anymore. Yeah, the point of that is just that I feel like gameplay is just more important than the story, and especially the graphics. I don't understand why people will refuse to play a game because of the graphics. As long as the graphics aren't like AI, then I don't understand why you wouldn't want to play a game based off the graphics. Like, the only way that graphics are going to throw me off of the game is if it's AI, if it's, those kind of games, you know. I don't want to, like, explicitly say what I'm talking about, but you probably have a general idea of what I'm talking about. But, like, games that you wouldn't want to get caught playing. Like, those, that's just, I just don't like those. I haven't played them, don't want to. Gross. Yeah. But, and the final thing is, if the graphics are just make, if they make the game, like, unplayable. Is, well, obviously, if I can't play the game normally because the graphics suck and I can't see anything, then, you know, I think that's valid. But in most other cases, then I don't think graphics really matter that much. Man, I am so glad that I bought this game. One for like, uh, I am so glad I bought this game just randomly on the Switch because I wanted to spend money on something that had an excess. And then I remembered like a random video I watched about it because I was bored and thought that I might want to try it out. It was like the best choice I've ever made. It was off a whim too. It was just a random like night, and I just decided to download it. I think it just showed up on the recommended page. Yeah, so far, including my hours on the Switch, I've played over about 200 hours of the game, and yeah, it's been really enjoyable. And I started playing like about a year before Silk Song came out, and I had two friends that had also played Hollow Knight, or I think one of them did, and then the other one started playing. Yeah, it was really nice to have friends that played the game, because I had someone to talk to about it, you know. And, like, sure, I have people, like, at home that'll listen to it, but I don't think they really want to hear about it. Because, you know, they're adults. They don't play Hollow Knight. So I'm just it's like listening to 5-year-old tell you about their toys or something. You don't really care, but you listen because you know they want to tell you, and it'll make them feel better. Also, that ties in. Wanting to talk to people is part of the reason I made this channel, because I I want to be able to share my opinion with more people, and then also get more opinions, because you know I don't really have that many friends or anything. So I'm not able to get the most opinions, and also the friends that I have don't really play many of the same games as me. So then within that limited scope of people, there are even less people that I can get the opinions of and share my opinions with. And this just helps me, you know, talk to more people and, you know, get some people to, you know, that actually want to, you know, I don't even know what I'm saying, man. I wish I could talk to a screen, because there's no one talking back until after the video, and even then, it's like, I have, like, no one watching me, because YouTube abandoned me after I took a 5-day break, which, fair enough, but yeah, it's just kind of hard to talk to a screen, but still, I enjoy it. I like being able to give other people my opinions and receive other opinions. Anyways, that'll about wrap it up. You know, part 1. Bye.